Key point. Like I've said numerous times, I've known they can see through my eyes. I know that they implanted me. I've never been tricked. I always told these guys to eat shit. But other than, well, I've never been tricked in anything illegal. The only thing I've been tricked in is to defend my family. But I wasn't even tricked. Uh, they just said someone was at my parents' house with a gun, and then I went there to make sure they're okay. They're okay. I left. But that's about it. But I've never been tricked to do anything illegal, other than try to protect my family just in case. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But key point, like I've said numerous times, even if I wanted to do something illegal or this or that, or retaliate or do this or that, I wouldn't be able to. People can see through my eyes. Also, I have the telepathy. So they're stalking and monitoring me 24/7. So anything that contradicts this statement is manufactured. Even if I wanted to do something bad to retaliate, get revenge, or defend myself, or do something that was outside of the confines of the law, I wouldn't be able to. And I want real court in real life, and the way I operate is never getting my hands tied. That's why they can't shut me up. So even if I wanted to do something, one, it would contradict not getting my hands tied. Two, even if I wanted to, I'd never be able to get away with anything because I've got things inside. People can see through my eyes, and I have fucking a device in my brain. So always factor that into analysis. Like, it didn't even make sense. He'd get caught. He can't even be covert. He's got a device in his brain where people can see through his eyes, and people have access to his telepathy, and these people are looking for ways to blackmail him because they owe him trillions of dollars. So him doing anything illegal or anything that could get his hands tied would be contradictory to his goals, which is getting real court in real life and suing these people for every cent they got. So key point. Oh, there was another key point I was going to make, but then they started wiping me. But yeah, even if I wanted to retaliate, get revenge, or do whatever, I wouldn't be able to because I'd get caught. But the real truth is I operate in reality. I'm 39, not a little kid. So, yeah, and I operate in the fashion where I don't do anything to get my hands tied. And if you think they can tie my hands, they'd be able to shut me up. And because they've got nothing other than slander and bullshit and manufactured nonsense they peddle. Key point. And they never want to show me their manufactured nonsense. You want to know why? Because they're in fear of a fucking biggest lawsuit of their life. Bet my life on it. So that's another key point. So let's factor that in the analysis. Even if he wanted to do something, he wouldn't be able to because people can see through his eyes and he has telepathy and he's being stalked and monitored 24/7. So it wouldn't even make sense. Now, what else is going on? There was something key I was going to say. Some more key factoring, key analysis. Well, they started wiping me and using their witness tampering tools. But yeah, always factor that in analysis. He's stalked and monitored 24/7. Oh, another key point. These kids are stalking me and monitoring me 24/7. Every time I make an idea, they know. Every time I make a new thought, they know. Anytime I write a letter to law enforcement, they know. So whoever these kids are lying all the time, but they always have the same ideas, thoughts, tweets as me, YouTubes as me, letters as me. They're stalking me and monitoring me 24/7. So for them to say I do anything, or for them to say anything that I'm not doing, they're always lying because they're always stalking me and monitoring me 24/7. They know when I make a bowel movement. They know when I'm kissing my dog. I mean, when I'm kissing my dog, they're firing images of Kamala Harris in my mind if I contacted her, pretending like I'm thinking of Kamala Harris when I'm kissing my dog, for crying out loud. They know, they watch me when I eat, this and that. I don't even want to say what else they stalk me during against my will. I'm waiting to sue the shit out of these people. But yeah, even if I wanted to do anything to defend myself, since law enforcement's not arresting these people, one, it'd be illegal because it'd be vigilante crimes. But two, I wouldn't even be able to. And then if I tried to, it would tie my hands. And my goal is real court, real life, and suing these people for every cent they have. So I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize that. Key point. If you were owed trillions of dollars, would you do anything to jeopardize it? Not at all. So let's use your brains. So that's a very key point. So these kids, whoever these kids are claiming to be investigators, they stalk and monitor my every move. So if they say anything that contradicts what I'm saying, you should always know they're lying. Bet my life on it. Because they know when I make ideas, they know when I make raps, they know every little random idea I make, every pondering, every tweet, YouTube, they're always stalking it. Bet my life. So anyone telling you otherwise who has that access to that data, they're always lying to you and they're criminals. And they may be involved with trying to orchestrate a frame. They may be involved in a frame bet. They're definitely involved in data theft, IP theft, maybe even economic espionage, some of them. But yeah, Always back to that analysis. Praise Jesus. And I'm Alexander Surigiani, mole on the right hand, penguin duck birthmark. So these kids know what I'm doing because there's an army of kids who stalk my YouTube, Twitter, my letters to law enforcement, my ideas, everything. And they're repeatedly stealing. Some of these kids have this delusion they own my data because they bought it from a terrorist, which means they're financing terrorism. But yeah, they think they own my data because they bought it from a known terrorist who intimidates and coerces civilian populations and runs ritualistic community sexual violence rings on disabled people. And they think because they bought data from that guy, they own my data. They're fucking delusional. Praise Jesus.